Today on this Sunday morning, I am back with another topic, and this time I am talking about the year 2025. So this time I am going to do a time travel and getting into the future, understanding how the future would look like. The beauty of YouTube platform is, so far I was living an individual life, but now you all are my family. So therefore, if I see things moving in a particular direction in the future, it is very important that I share it with all of you, so that all of you can be prepared and ready to handle the situation. So here I am back with this topic, why this year 2025 is bothering me, and should you be bothered at all. Feel free to ignore this topic at your own risk. Before moving forward, let's understand the concept of pent-up demand, because the pent-up demand is an economics concept. You might not be interested, but it is very apt to explain this scenario over here. So pent-up demand is when demand for service or product is unusually strong, and you know now what I'm trying to tell you. An economists describe it return of the demand following a period of decreased spending. So this is how economics describe that, and this is a quite popular phenomenon. This happened between 2010 and 2020, where a lot of customers held on to their investment into their IT infrastructure. But due to this corona environment, they all realized that they cannot push it for later now. That's why they all of them suddenly started upgrading their infrastructures. And what that did was that generated a lot of demand for these IT services companies or all other companies, whether it is big four, whether it is consulting firms, IT companies, all the companies who are in the good shape right now. That is because of the high demand. So now let us understand the concept of this high demand and the hiring. Whenever you have high demand, that will require your manpower to support that demand cycle. That's why if you look at here, in 2020 we will have, if we say it was a normal demand cycle till that time, we had about demand and hiring going at this level, which goes higher till we have 2023 period over here, and companies continue expanding their employee strength. So they are hiring number of employees, and this is true by their announcements that by 2022 they will hire this many people, from freshers, from colleges, from companies, laterals, experience. So everything they are telling us that. So it appears that there is no stopping right now, but this will not continue forever. So if we look at bit in the future, and then we will realize. So by the year 2023, 2024, so don't go in the absolute numbers, I'm just talking about some representational number which tells us about the future. So it is 2023 here, maybe we'll have the similar situation in 2024 or 2025. So let's assume we have this peak in 2025. Here the peak is 2023, but let's assume, give us a bit of extra time, we have this peak where the demand and hiring both peak in 2025. After that, the demand will slow down and it will come down gradually to its previous levels. So even if it grows a little bit, so it will stagnate around some numbers over there. But what happens when you have the hiring? So you will have to cut down on these extra resources which you acquired during this high demand cycle. So in that case, what you will do is you will stop hiring, you will stop fresher hiring, you will stop lateral hirings. At the same time, because the demand is low, the projects might have reached certain maturity, there will be cut downs on these or ramp downs on these projects. So a lot of people who come into bench, they will not find new projects easily, and when they don't find new projects easily, they will be under pressure, and that pressure will make them useless for these companies. So they will cut down on those extra resources also. So what do you think, who are going to be most impacted? So the people who will be passing out in 2025 or around that same time, because they will have very little opportunities for them. Unfortunately, their opportunities would have been exposed by the people who are passing out now. So in a way, the people who are passing out right now or in couple of years are the lucky ones, and the people who follow them, maybe they will suffer due to that. So companies will stop hiring in large numbers. That doesn't mean companies will stop hiring completely, so that's a disclaimer over there. And the senior resources who are 10-12 years experience right now, 4-5 years later they will be 16-17 years old. That makes them expensive for these companies. For them, it is important to get rid of them. So if you fall into that category, please remember that. And also the lateral hiring will stop. So that means if you are in a one company and you are assuming that you will automatically get placed in various companies, but if you don't have that many opportunities coming your way, please be mindful of that. So you might be stuck at your place. I hope now this is clear to you what is bothering me about the year 2025 or later. And I thought maybe I should share this with you so that all of you are fully prepared to handle this situation. We don't know how to handle this situation right now, frankly, but as soon as I get more insights on this topic, I would come back and share with you all. So till that time, please take care, stay safe, and have a good time.